Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Rafi West. In this video, I want to talk to you guys about how I think about money, and then a couple of things a couple of opportunities that I'll tell you about that I may link down in the description. All right. So money, right? Money is it's almost like a negative expectation game. Okay, it's almost like that because like for example, if you go to the casino, people who go to the casino, they think they're going to win, get rich overnight, get rich quick, and it's a negative expectation game, meaning the longer you play, the more of a negative outcome you will have. It's just like the math of money kind of works against you. And the way they have it, the way that money works, for example, in America, I like to call it, some people call it the land of the free. Um, I sometimes refer to it as the land of the fee. There's a fee in everything. When you put money in your 401k, for example, there's fees to manage your money, things like that. Um, there's fees if you go to pay a bill, for example, and you do it over the phone or even online, there might be a convenience fee. So the math is always stacked against you. They're always taking little percentage points from you. Um, Even when you trade, there's like fees, trade fees, depending on the broker, even if they're small. So they chip away at um, what you got. And then, of course, there's taxes, which we live in this beautiful country and they can take some of our money. That's agreed upon. Um, it was supposed to be a temporary thing instilled during World War II, and then it remained in place. But that's cool. We've agreed upon that. We know that's coming. So I was listening to these videos about um, how you could, now a 401k, for example, it's good if you're bad with money. Like there's no law that says you can't do that on your own, right? They take whatever X amount out of your income and place it into a 401k. Um, and there's no law that says you can't do that on your own. For example, you could take out X amount and save it or invest it yourself. No big deal. And so, yeah. Um, so, money is a tricky thing. The math is always against you. And the rules, right? Sometimes take a gambling account, for example. You put your money in there, even some trading accounts, these new Forex accounts that they have now, trading high speed or high frequency Forex, using crypto, onboarding with crypto, things like that. Um, there's like a rollover. So you have to play through or use through that amount that you put in. So, for example, you put $1,000 in, you have to play through that once. Sometimes when it comes to gambling sites, if you accept those bonuses, what they try to do is get you with a bonus so that they can have you stay in longer, have you roll it over, play through it 2x, 3x, 4x amount of times because they know the longer you stay in, that negative expectation of value will come back to get you, to bite you in the ass. Um, so that's how it goes. Money is a tricky thing. That's why the easy thing to do is have a gig, a W 2 gig, and stick with it because we feel like we're doing something. It's something to do. We feel like we're doing something, you know, and so I'm just looking at the market open here, a lot in the green here um, to start. Even the market's a real tricky, fickle thing, to follow this all the time. With a gig, you're not going to be able to follow this all the time. The stock market I'm talking about. Um, and so, you know, and the world has changed so much. Speaking about the markets, the volatility is higher than back in the day because we have social media and the opportunity that social media creates hype, and that factors in. There's value in hype. You can jump on wagons for hype. It works. There's value in hype. So you got that. And if I'm rambling here, excuse me. I'm just spitting out my ideas on money, how it works. The math is against you. Math is tricky. Um, and it's not complicated math. All you have to do to understand money is percents and ratios. You know, you have a calculator on your phone. And so that leads me to the opportunities that I'm getting into. Oh, here's another thing I wanted to say. Poor people, they always think everything's a scam, right? They think everything is a scam. And that'll lead me into a couple of opportunities that I have. One, I don't think I could post here on social media. You can comment or text me about it. It's called Hyperfund. You can contact me and I will speak with you about it directly. It's just in their code of conduct not to put up on social media in certain ways. There's a code of conduct and things like that. And so, like, some people don't even understand how Ponzi schemes work. Ponzi's, people make money. Like, first of all, assume that when you're getting into something, you're one of the last ones getting in. The early people make money, you become exit liquidity, fine, So assume that, but get in as early as possible because people make money on that. Poor people, it's more of a mindset thing. Poor people always think that everything's a scam, and not only that, but they think everything's a scam and they can't take losses. They don't understand that wealth is made like, let's say you start with zero and you go up to $1,000. Nothing goes straight up. 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. So it goes 1,000. Then you might go down to 550, 350, back up to 700, back down to 500, back to 1150. And that's the way it goes. Ups and downs. No one wins every time. So there's two mindset things that poor people just either they don't get or they don't want to believe, and they just write it off completely. I lost, therefore I quit. Um, don't be a quitter. Just understand how things work. You could be a quitter if you want, but understand how things work in the real world, math, and how it's tricky. You have to understand how money works, how they try to. The whole thing of everything is they try to keep you in things long, trickle in a couple of fees there, and then the math, the percentages that work against you. And then they know the psychology of greed and fear. Greed, when you get greedy, if you're down, let's say 50%, now you got to be up like 100% just to break even or over the 50%, So it's those things that you really have to understand. And yeah. And don't think everything's a scam. Look into it and realize how much you're willing to risk. And don't think everything's a scam, because if you do, it's just a poor mindset. I mean, shit, if you're poor, you got to try every get rich quick scheme. At least look at it. At least give it a chance. It might work out for you, you know? Um, those are the little mindset tips that I think people really have to change. Um, I see it in a lot of people, and so, yeah, that's what I want to say about that. All right, guys, this is Rafi West. I may link in the description a university, like a class that I'm in that I learn a lot from. It's got different subjects, everything from real estate to stocks to crypto. Anything helpful, I will link in there. I only link things that I'm in or I believe in. I don't link any garbage out there. Like I've said in my past videos, when I post something, it's because I think it has value. That's why I don't post all the time, just to get hype and views and stuff. That's not what I want my channel to be about. So, um, all right, hit the like button. Consider subscribing if you like value and not just um, most of the garbage that is brought up on your feeds. It's just similar stuff. A lot of it is garbage. Um, be careful what you watch. I will attest that when I bring up something on my channel, it's because I think it has value for you guys. Okay? So I will see you guys another time. Take care. Good seeing everyone again in YouTube land. And take care, everybody. All right? Peace.